Welcome back to Grammar Grade 6. This is Unit 1, Lesson 4. Last time, every sentence we met had just one subject and one predicate. Today we let them double up. We'll learn about compound subjects and compound predicates, and how the little joining words and, or, and but tie them together. Let's get into it. So far, our sentences have been simple. One subject and one verb, like this one. Maya laughed. Maya is the subject, the one the sentence is about, and laughed is the verb, what she did. Clean and simple. But here's the fun part. A single sentence doesn't have to stop at one. It can name more than one subject, or it can pack in more than one verb. When it does, we call that part compound. Let's see both. First, the compound subject. A compound subject is just two or more subjects that share the very same predicate. Listen to this one. Dogs and cats make great pets. Who makes great pets? Dogs and cats. That's two subjects, right there at the front. But notice there's only one predicate, make great pets, and both subjects share it. The little word tying them together is and there's your compound subject. Now let's flip it around. A compound predicate is two or more verbs that share the very same subject. Here we go. My little brother reads and draws every night. Who is the sentence about? My little brother, just one person, one subject. But look at what he does. He reads and he draws. That's two verbs, joined again by and. One doer doing two things. That's a compound predicate. Here's a neat twist. A sentence can have both at the same time. Ravi and Mia cooked but forgot dessert. Look at the front. Ravi and Mia. That's two subjects, so a compound subject. Now look at what they did. Cooked but forgot. That's two verbs, so a compound predicate. Two subjects and two verbs living in the very same sentence. When that happens, the answer is simply both. Let's take a closer look at those joining words, because each one has its own flavor. And simply adds things together, like pizza and tacos, or offers a choice between them, like walk or ride. And but points to a contrast, a little surprise, like small but strong. They may feel different, but they all do the exact same grammar job. They link the two parts, whether those parts are subjects or verbs. Spot one of these little words, and a compound is usually close by. So how do you tell them apart every time? Just count. Count the subjects, then count the verbs. Two subjects but only one verb? That's a compound subject. One subject but two verbs? That's a compound predicate. And if you find two of each, two subjects and two verbs, then it's both. Count the subjects, count the verbs, and let the numbers decide. Let's practice that together. In this first set, count the subjects and count the verbs, then decide. Compound subject, compound predicate, or both. Pause the video and try each one yourself before I give the answer. Emma and Noah ride the bus. Count the subjects. Emma and Noah. That's two. Now count the verbs. Ride, just one. Two subjects, one verb. So the answer is compound subject. The puppy barked and chased its tail. Count the subjects. Just the puppy, that's one. Now count the verbs. Barked and chased, that's two. One subject, two verbs. So the answer is compound predicate. Leo and Zoe painted but spilled the paint. Count the subjects. Leo and Zoe. That's two. Count the verbs. Painted and spilled. That's 2 as well. 2 of each. So the answer is both. 3 more. Same plan. Count the subjects, count the verbs, then choose compound subject, compound predicate, or both. Pause and try each one first. Soccer and chess are my favorite games. Count the subjects, soccer and chess, that's 2. Count the verbs, are, just 1. 2 subjects, 1 verb. So the answer is compound subject. We jumped and splashed in the pool. Count the subjects, just we, that's 1. Count the verbs, jumped and splashed, that's 2. 1 subject, 2 verbs. So the answer is compound predicate. Grandma and Dad baked and shared the cookies. Count the subjects, grandma and dad, that's 2. Count the verbs, baked and shared, that's 2. 2 of each. So the answer is both. Let's wrap up what we learned. A compound subject is 2 or more subjects that share one predicate, joined by and, or but. A compound predicate is 2 or more verbs that share one subject, joined the very same way. And a single sentence can carry both at once. When you're not sure, just count. Count the subjects, count the verbs, and let the numbers tell you. 2 subjects means a compound subject, 2 verbs means a compound predicate, and 2 of each means both. Great work today. I'll see you in the next lesson.